Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
Rhea Ripley claimed that she embarrassed herself at a WWE event ahead of this week's edition of Raw. This week's edition of the Red Brand will air live from the Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio. The Eradicator attended Fanatics Fest and interacted with the WWE Universe. The former Women's World Champion took to social media today to claim that she embarrassed herself at the event, and you can check out her post below. Hope you all enjoyed me embarrass myself today at #FanaticsFest. I throw people, not small air-filled objects, skull emoji, rolling on the floor laughing emoji, she wrote. Rhea Ripley competed in the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match at the PLE earlier this month, but Naomi emerged victorious. She also competed in a Queen of the Ring Fatal 4-Way match earlier this month on Raw, but Roxanne Perez managed to win the bout after Raquel Rodriguez interfered during the contest. Ripley prevented Raquel Rodriguez from advancing in the Queen of the Ring tournament this past Monday night on Raw in her Fatal 4-Way match. Asuka picked up the victory and defeated Alexa Bliss this past Friday night on SmackDown to advance to the finals of the tournament. The finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament will take place this Saturday at WWE Night of Champions, with the winner earning a title shot at SummerSlam. Popular WWE star calls out Rhea Ripley. Stephanie Baker recently called out Rhea Ripley for a potential dream match. Baker has been called up to the main roster and is currently on Raw. In an exclusive interview with Sportskeeda Wrestling's Bill Apter, Baker suggested that she have a match against Ripley and noted that it would be an honor to face her. The former NXT Women's Champion added that she would be a great opponent for the 28-year-old. Rhea, it's an honor for me, and it would be my honor to face you in the ring. See you soon, because I'm saying this out loud. Someday, we'll meet, and I'll take on you and be a great opponent, she said. Rhea Ripley lost the Women's World Championship to Io Sky on the Raw following Elimination Chamber and failed to win the title back at WrestleMania 41. It will be interesting to see what WWE has planned for Rhea Ripley in the weeks ahead on Raw. It was supposed to be a routine night on the road for Rhea Ripley, the fierce, leather-clad Eradicator of the Judgment Day and the reigning Women's World Champion. But instead, the event turned into something far more humbling and hilarious. While fans saw only a momentary blip in her otherwise dominant aura, Ripley herself saw it as a total disaster. In a candid backstage interview posted to WWE's social channels after a live event in Melbourne, Australia, Ripley opened up in a way few fans had ever seen. "I embarrassed myself out there," she admitted with a half laugh and a visible flush in her cheeks. "And the worst part? It was in front of my people, in my country. I wanted to be perfect, but nope, my own boots had other plans." The moment in question? A mid-match slip during a tag team bout alongside Dominic Mysterio against Liv Morgan and Ricochet. As Ripley went to execute a signature running knee, her foot caught awkwardly on the canvas. She stumbled, lost her balance, and fell, hard, in a tangle of limbs and frustration. The arena gasped. And then, they laughed with her, not at her. For most WWE superstars, a slip in front of thousands would be a minor inconvenience. But for Ripley, who thrives on power, intimidation, and calculated confidence, it was a dent in the carefully forged armor she's built for years. "It wasn't just a trip," she said. "It was like my whole soul left my body for a second. I had to roll out and reset. I've taken slams on concrete, gone through tables, and bounced right back. But tripping over myself? That hit different." The moment became an instant clip online. Fan videos replayed it in slow motion, adding sound effects, dramatic music, even comedic commentary. Within hours, #RheaTrips trended on social media. Ripley, ever the sport, leaned into it with her own post later that night, a selfie with the caption, "I guess gravity wanted a shot at the champ. She wins this round." But behind the humor was something deeper, a rare moment of vulnerability from one of the most fearsome wrestlers on the roster. In the post-show interview, Ripley admitted the fall took her mentally out of the game for a beat. "You train for years to be a machine in that ring. You don't expect to have a human moment like that. It shakes you." Yet the response she received was not ridicule or mockery. Fans in attendance cheered her recovery. Her Judgment Day stablemates joked with her afterward, but they also expressed pride in how she recovered and finished the match strong. "It wasn't pretty," Dominic Mysterio said with a smirk, "but it was still Ripley. She got back up. And Liv still got wrecked in the end, didn't she?" Indeed, after regrouping, Rhea tore through the final moments of the match with renewed fire, securing a win with her trademark Riptide, delivered with extra venom. The botched moment became fuel. WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus, who was watching the event from backstage as part of a guest appearance tour, offered her take later: "We all fall, girl. It's how you rise up." Rhea didn't lose face. She gained humanity. That's the mark of a true icon in this business. Still, Ripley wasn't ready to let herself off the hook so easily. "I know the fans love me for being real, but man, that was humbling," she said. "I had family in the front row. My uncle hasn't seen me wrestle live in years, and I go out there and eat the mat before I even touch my opponent." In the days following, Ripley's stumble became a kind of viral sensation, not because it was embarrassing, but because of how she handled it. Memes turned into tributes. Fans posted their own embarrassing moments in solidarity, tagging her and celebrating the grace with which she bounced back. In a surprise twist, her fall sparked an online movement about resilience and owning your missteps. In her next appearance on Raw, the crowd gave her a standing ovation when she walked out. The commentary team even referenced the incident, with Corey Graves joking, "Watch your step, Ripley, the mat has a score to settle." She simply smirked and raised the title belt high, brushing off the comment like a champ. Later that night, Ripley cut a promo in ring. "A few nights ago, I stumbled," she said into the mic, her tone half serious, half mocking. "And everybody saw it. Every Twitter troll, every jealous hater, and every so-called champion that thinks I'm beatable now. Let me be clear, I tripped. I didn't fall from the top. And I never stay down." The crowd roared. Ripley's words resonated with more than just wrestling fans. Sports outlets picked up the story. Even ESPN ran a short feature titled "Rhea Ripley, When Champions Fall and Rise Again." Mental health advocates praised her for normalizing imperfection and turning it into empowerment. By the following weekend, WWE marketing had leaned all the way into it, releasing a limited edition "I Tripped, So What?" t-shirt featuring a cartoon version of Ripley smirking mid-fall, boot in the air. It sold out in under 12 hours. Backstage, the locker room was reportedly buzzing with respect. "Rhea's one of us," Bayley commented in an interview. "No matter how big she gets, she's still that kid who fought her way up from NXT, who owns her mistakes and turns them into gold." In the end, what was meant to be a moment of shame became a defining episode in Ripley's evolving legacy. It was a reminder that even the toughest are human, and that strength isn't just about domination. It's about honesty, resilience, and laughter in the face of awkwardness. As Ripley herself tweeted later that week. Lesson of the week: trip, fall, stumble, faceplant. Doesn't matter. Just don't stay down. And if you go down swinging. Devilish face emoji, flexed biceps emoji. Fans aren't likely to forget the Rhea Ripley moment anytime soon, but they'll remember it not for the fall, but for the fearless way she got back up.